Major League. Adding fog with the FOGDOG, straight to the top with the pace drop. Pace too hot, you can't keep up when he heats up and takes the lead. Now all you see is Drake University. So it's time to subscribe for the best alive and go stride for stride with the Batman pride. It's Adding Fog coming at you with the top dog exclusive. It's Adding Fog exclusive. Adding Fog, FOGDOG. Subscribe now for the top dog.
Bit windy today.
Very breezy, always away in England, but just a small little final tune-up session today before racing Stockholm Diamond League 1500 in 3 days, travelling off tomorrow evening. Things have been going pretty well. Haven't made a video for quite a while, but yeah, had LA 1500 getting on for 2 weeks ago, and it was a solid one. It wasn't as quick as I think anyone in the field kind of wanted it to be. It was kind of being set up for a 3:31, 3:32 type race, and then ended up being one in 3:34 high. I was reasonably happy with it, running 3:35 high, but obviously would have liked to have been a little bit further up the field, kind of always the way if you're not right up there. But yeah, kind of tried to put myself in a good spot and give myself a chance of being up there and running fast, and it was a solid one. First 1500 of the outdoor season. Now Stockholm, 3 days time. First kind of Diamond League experience. It's a non-Diamond League event. The 1500 is an additional race, but full Diamond League experience and Diamond League field, to be honest. Final little session today. Nothing major, 4 800s, a 400, and then 4 by 300, and yeah, try and get through the wind as best as I can and get through it and feel good for Stockholm 3 days time.
Sun's trying to shine.
2:21. Well, not really. Yeah, not bad. Spikes on now for the 300s to finish. That was about 221, 220, 217, 215, then 63 for the 400. So kind of pretty much what was planned across the board. Now just get the legs spinning a little bit with some threes, a little bit quicker. Session all done. Solid day. These sessions 3 days out are never anything kind of too special, and because they're not massive, you kind of expect them always to feel pretty smooth, and then it's always, you don't really know how it's going to feel until you start. And some days those 800s feel like you're walking in the park, and other days it feels like you're working a little bit. Today I think with the wind especially, it doesn't help, but it's just getting a pretty steady solid effort in and then ticking the legs over with a few quicker 300s. 3 days pre-race. Yeah, ended up feeling fine overall, got it done, and now ready to race Stockholm. Should also mention, have been selected for Euros. Obviously Stockholm at the moment is like the focus because it's in 3 days, but after getting back from Stockholm, the next day traveling off to Rome, Italy for the European Championships. Fields haven't been announced yet, but it's starting to look like it's going to be really quite good. And yeah, in the 1500 for GB, it's me and Neil Gawley. So really cool to have that opportunity. First time running for Team GB on the outdoor track. So yeah, really excited for it. And yeah, I think hopefully this weekend in Stockholm will be a good opportunity to race, try and be, again, always try and be right up there in whatever race you're in. And then yeah, hopefully this will be a quick one, but at the end of the day, you just kind of got to get in and race it, and the times will come with racing well. So yeah, Stockholm coming up, and then excited for Rome the following week. All right, here we are in Stockholm, Sweden. First time in Sweden and first Diamond League experience in the 1500 in just over 6 hours. Things have been going pretty well. Ran in LA 2 weeks ago and ran 3:35. The plan for LA was the race was hopefully going to be a little bit quicker than it ended up being, but 3:35 was kind of a solid enough start, and then hopefully tonight will be a little bit quicker. It's a decent feel for it. The race hopefully will be set up pretty nicely, and yeah, just got to kind of put myself in the mix, try and put myself in a good spot on the rail near the front, and just kind of tuck in for a few, well, the first kind of 800, and then see what's happening, see kind of where I am in the field, and do everything I can to get myself as far up the field as possible. If that means I can get the win, brilliant. If I'm on the podium, great. And you know, if it doesn't mean that I'm quite there, then I'll do everything I can to be as close to it as possible and run as fast as possible. So feeling good, looking forward to it. Should be a good one. Chilling out for quite a while now, and then off to the track in about 4 hours. Should be good.
Vi ser de här två linjerna som ligger utlagda, men alltså på 18 respektive 20 meter. Och då ska vi veta det att världsårsbästa är på 20:68. Och det är hon som ska stöta nu, hon som har världsårsbästa. Nysatt kanadensiskt rekord, bara några veckor sedan borta i Nordamerika. Världsmästare inomhus. Ifrån Kanada således ska vi bjuda in tjejen som 6 gånger har gjort över den där 20-meterslinjen i sin karriär. 27. Vad blir resultatet för Mitton? Ja, det är en 19 meters stöd. Vi har 2 stycken farthållare i det här loppet i form av som Andreas Angel har. Och nu på väg fram de första 400-ringarna. Och ner på denna 3:32. Löpnarna framme, vi har Marka och vi ser Samuel Tislöf. Tislöf springer i sitt landslagsdynne också inför EM som kommer så småningom. Längst fram utav löparna där framme har vi Petter. Och han är på den 50-turen. Sen har vi Tislöf också efter att det är 5-6-17 platser. Och lite längre där bakom har vi Gran också. Vi har bara ett man kvar att springa. Kom igen nu Stockholmsdagen också, hjälp som en Tislöf till alla klart. Bakom de stjärnarna ska vara längst fram här nu. Där Bertan har blivit passerad. Det är vi ser också hur Etiopien leder. Det rör sig bakom inlämnaren och Tyskland. Det är just en tysk ledning. Lyckas igen. För att gå bra ut som leder där bak. Tyskland är återstående. Han rör sig för bra. Han är det där kommer vara ett nytt personligt rekord. Det är trakterna av ett rekord. Och 3:35 och 15.
All right, 3 days post Stockholm, Wednesday afternoon right now. Raced in Stockholm Sunday. Tried to get back from Stockholm to Birmingham on Monday, and it was an absolute disaster. No other way of putting it. Had an absolute disaster in the airport. I was on the same flight plan as mum and dad, and yeah, we were all on the same itinerary. We were going from Stockholm to Birmingham via Amsterdam, and we had initially an hour layover to get onto our next flight, but while we were checking in Stockholm, the flight got delayed by about half an hour, so we knew it was going to be cut fine. And then when we were checking in, I got told that I was on standby for the connecting flight, which meant that I actually didn't even have a spot on the plane at that point in time. Anyway, long story short, we ended up missing the connection entirely. We got stuck in Amsterdam overnight. I was then meant to be travelling to Rome yesterday for Euros. Couldn't get to the airport in Heathrow in time because we were stuck in Amsterdam. And so now I'm flying to Rome tomorrow. It's kind of actually worked out okay because the flight I was going to be on with the GB team got cancelled and they all ended up in a hotel at Heathrow Airport. So I would have been stuck in an airport hotel somewhere along the lines, but I'm kind of glad that it ended up being in Amsterdam. Then I get a couple of days at home before travelling off to Rome tomorrow. So yeah, wanted to quickly talk about Stockholm. Obviously this video is coming out a long time after, just because I edit all my own videos and I'm not taking my laptop to Rome. I still want to make a video out of this, out of the Stockholm race, and overall I think I gave myself a really good chance of running fast. I tried to get out well. I got kind of pushed out the way at the start by the guy to my inside, and I worked really hard to work my way up through the field over the first 400. Got in behind Farken and just thought, if I can stay here this will be perfect, and stayed there until the bell basically. And then at the bell a tiny gap started to open up and we were fast the whole way. I think I was 153 through 800 and I was 251 through 1200, and I knew at that point that I was getting a little bit tired, obviously, as is the case with running the 1500. You're going to feel pretty tired by 1200. Usually I kind of find that I can hang on decently and close alright, but yeah, in Stockholm it was very fast from the start, and I felt like we were running really quite hard from the start. And so yeah, over the last kind of 300 I sort of held it together okay, but definitely slightly went backwards and ended up running 335.5 for 11th, and I was 3rd like the whole race. So it was definitely disappointing to go backwards through the field like that, and coming down the home straight I just knew that I couldn't really do anything. I was running as hard as I could, and yeah, just didn't really have anything left. But still, technically an outdoor 1500 PB, 335.5. It was previously 0.2 slower than that from Germany last year, but just based on how I've run in the mile during the indoor season, I feel like there should be a little bit more in the tank, but you know, hopefully it will come at some point. And I've got a really good opportunity in 5 days from now, my Euros heat, and a week today, Euros final. Very excited to get out to Rome and have a good crack at making the final in the first place, and then if I can get that done, yeah, seeing what I can do in the final. So yeah, exciting times ahead. I'm just about to go out for a little double run before traveling to Rome tomorrow.